How's it going, everyone? Marriland here, and that's right, it's time for even more Pokemon trading card game stuff, because my friends at Pokemon, as you've seen for the past few videos, they've sent me quite a lot of stuff. Oh man, it was a big box full of stuff, really cool, all from the Celebrations special set, which is here to kind of celebrate their 25th anniversary. It's been really fun because they have so many throwbacks to the old cards, and not the usual, you know, base set Charizard. I mean, they have some of that, but like stuff throughout the years, like Pokemon SP, you know, like the, you know, Gym Leader's Pokemon, or Champions Pokemon, or Light Pokemon, or like all sorts of stuff like that. Dark Pokemon, Pokemon Prime. I mean, it's been really neat to see. So anyway, the last item that I'm going to check out from this series is the Elite Trainer Box. So this, you know, the Marriland meme, if you've seen one Marriland Elite Trainer Box video, you've seen them all, right? Well, here's the thing with this. Yes, I am going to spend plenty of time going over the contents, what you get in this Elite Trainer Box, just in case it's your first one. Again, that's one of the main things I try to do on these videos. I like to show you what you actually get in here, in addition to just the packs. But this is different than your usual Elite Trainer Box, because this is a special set. So the contents of this are a bit different, to say the least. So you can kind of see a little bit of it here. It's a little hard to see, but I'll kind of read it to you. I think I have a picture I could even show as well. But there are 10 of these Celebrations 4-card booster packs. So this is the big asterisk if you haven't watched the other videos. Only 4 cards? Wait, what? No, get out. They're all really cool cards. Like, that's the thing. I haven't seen a common card. They're all like foilies, so that's fine. You know, even though it's only 4, it just means you're not gonna end up with a billion commons. So you get 10 booster packs of that set in here. And this is a set that you can't just go out and buy a booster box from. You have to get the product in order to get the packs. Generally, if you're buying them, you know, at MSRP or, you know, in retail packaging like this. I'm sure you can find them loose, but as a general rule, that's where you get them. It's a special set. They've done this before. So one other thing I'll try to do, and I've done in my previous videos about this set, is kind of go over the MSRP, which is the manufacturer's suggested retail price in US dollars, and kind of tell you if that's a good value or not if you're just trying to get packs. So this here, before I go on, I'll mention this goes for, at least for its MSRP, good luck, $49.99. So it's a little bit more expensive than your standard non-Pokemon Center version of the Elite Trainer Box, but it does come with 10 packs, and it also comes with other stuff. It comes with 5 other booster packs. I believe they're all from the Sword and Shield series. We'll have to see. It might vary based on, you know, box, package, whatever. But needless to say, you get 10 of the one and 5 other packs. So there's actually 15 packs in here, which is pretty cool. You get a special foil card featuring Greninja Star. Shiny Greninja. That's going to be really cool. 65 card sleeves. 45 TCG energy cards, which they do have Fairy in here. Fairy was absent from the last one. There is a player's guide, which I'm looking forward to. I mean, a lot of the same stuff that's in most of the Elite Trainer boxes, but as you can see, there's a difference for sure. I mean, it comes with a promo card, which is neat, and there's 15 packs. So anyway, that being said, there should be timestamps if you just want to skip forward to the packs, if that's what you're interested in. I will also tell you in advance that this is one of the better values you can get. If you're just looking to get Celebrations packs, this actually works out to be pretty darn good. It works out to, I believe, $2.99 US per Celebrations pack, but you get the promo card, you get energy, and you get 5 other booster packs. So I mean, that makes it quite worth it. If you're just going for raw numbers, the mini tins, I believe, are $2.49 per celebrations pack if that's more, you know, what you want. But yeah, I would recommend this. Like, this is definitely a good value, even though it is $49.99 US for its MSRP. This is still a, you know, good value if that's what you're looking for. Okay, so I have an interesting story. I know I keep explaining this as if it's some, you know, magical discovery. So again, if you aren't familiar, after you've opened up your Elite Trainer Box packaging, this inside you can actually turn into like a little wall scroll thing. And you know, I have wondered, well, how long has that been a thing? Well, I was going through some old cards and I found I had one of these all the way back from Plasma Storm, like way back, Black and White 2 era. So yeah, this one doesn't really have any of the packs, but it does have a really cool like Thunderbolt kind of symbol. And, you know, the Pokemon 25 logo, like, it's definitely different, but it's cool. I like it. So yeah, apparently they've been doing this for a long time. I didn't know. I mean, it's crazy. It's cool to see, though. Very cool to see. Okay, so the Elite Trainer Box itself is right here. Looks very classy. There is the Player's Guide, which has information on the different cards in the set, as well as like a kind of like a checklist, except with pictures, which is cool. I'm looking forward to taking a look at that, but I'll do that in just a moment. So inside of here, we have some packaging as well. Now this packaging, probably not going to find a use for it, but it is cute. Like, it does have, you know, the different starters on it. I don't know if you can see it that easily, but it is a cute pattern. Like, if you can find something neat to put with that, it is cool. But you know, it's mostly just packaging. You don't really need it as much. So there are the booster packs in here. As you can see, there are quite a few. Nice thick stack. I believe that's all. We'll take a look in a moment here. There's a rule book. You gotta have the rule book. Again, if you've read one, you've read them all, but it's an okay place to start. Now, I will mention, if you are a new player, usually I recommend going for the Elite Trainer Boxes. However, I feel like this set specifically, I mean, if you happen to see one and you really want it, like, grab it. This is gonna sell like hotcakes for sure. But I feel like if you're a new player and you want to get into the card game, this might not actually be the one I would recommend. It's more for like collectors and more for nostalgia. And I'll get to that in a moment. Oh man, look at this. This is so cool. It's the Greninja star. I know you can't see it very well. Let's switch to the pack cam. Yeah, look at that. And it comes sealed in some plastic wrap in case you want to keep it nice and secure. It does have the text saying this card cannot be used at official tournaments. That is kind of standard with some of the promo cards. Not all. Some of them can be played. Any of the V ones, I believe, can. But these are meant to kind of replicate the old style of cards. Like, you can see, this looks very different from the newer cards, but if you played back when I did, this style will look very familiar to you. And it's so neat to see, like, an older generation card with a newer generation Pokemon. I think that's just awesome. So yeah, we'll take a look at this in just a moment here. I will unbox it or open it or free it from its plastic prison. There is a code card in here, which I'm assuming gives that, as well as probably sleeves too. Save that for Trading Card Game Live. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be wild though. I can't believe they're changing it. So let me get all the contents out from here. And as you can see, after you take the kind of packaging out, it creates this nice little like shoe box almost. I mean, even smaller than it's perfect for holding cards in. Like, I love these things. They're just very nice. They're fairly compact. They do a good job at putting cards in them and just having a place to store them. And what's kind of nice about them, they come with these, and there's two sides to this. It's kind of cool. Let's take a look at them down on the pack cam. These are dividers, and you don't need them. Not everyone uses them, but you can put them inside of there or inside of like a different box, and you can just use them to separate cards, you know, maybe by different categories, maybe, you know, different whatever. I mean, you know, you can use them to just kind of divide things. So these have two different sides to them, so depending on which side you're looking at, you know, look different, which is kind of cool. Very often you'll see both sides, and usually they're the same pattern, so it's kind of cool that they're different depending on the side you're looking at it from. So we do have energy. Now, I believe in the Evolving Skies pack, I think they finally ditched Fairy energy. Like, Fairy, it was a type that was introduced, obviously, in Gen 6, but in Gen 8, for Sword and Shield, they actually removed Fairy from the card game and basically made it so Psychic type is now Fairy as well. So you'll see things like Psychic Clefairy and stuff like that. But for compatibility with old cards, sometimes you'll still have like Fairy energy around. So this does have it. You know, this is just basic energy. It's good for starting out. You know, if you're new to the game, you'll need a lot of it, but usually you can get plenty of it without much trouble. So over here, we have the dice and the status condition markers. They're acrylic markers. They're necessary if you want to play and you get like poisoned or burned. That's what they're there for. And then there's also the dice. These are damage counter dice. They're used to show how much damage your Pokemon has taken. So, whoops, kind of bumped the background there. I said I was gonna put a sticker on it, but I wimped out. I wimped out, because it's gonna be Pokemon 26 in just, what, 2 months? 3 months. Man, this year has flown by. It's just crazy. Okay, so yeah, one marker for burned, that's what this one is, and then one for poison. You just put that on your active Pokemon if they become afflicted with either of those conditions. Now we have the damage counter dice and a tournament legal coin flip die, because in the Pokemon trading card game, if you're playing against other players and there's a card that says flip a coin, really you roll a die. I mean, that's what most people do. I think even in tournaments you have to do that. It has to be a 6-sided die. You have to be able to see through it. Like, there's all these regulations and stuff, but rest assured, any die that you get inside of these Elite Trainer boxes is tournament legal. It is approved, so you can use this. So again, if you're unfamiliar, if you're really new, if you roll either a 6, a 4, or a 2, any even number, that counts as heads. If you roll 1, 5, or 3, and this is 1, even though I think in Japanese it's 25, that counts as tails. So just in case you didn't know. But yeah, kind of an interesting color. It's very clear, kind of has like yellow pips, I guess. Not my favorite color, I'll lie. And these, I'll be honest, they're very plain, but maybe that's what they were going for. Maybe they really wanted that kind of retro feel. I mean, you know, I can definitely see that. Like, I'm so used to all these really fancy colored dice. These are very basic, but I feel like that's kind of where it started. Like, I know damage counter dice like this weren't as popular in at least the US for quite a while. And, you know, then they started including them in the Elite Trainer boxes when they first came out. And everyone's kind of like, well, I don't know. I still use 6-sided dice, but I'll admit, there's so many hit points on Pokemon now that you need so many 6-sided dice to keep track of damage, and those are probably more practical. Now, you don't roll these, otherwise you get heads all the time, right? Okay, and then we also have these sleeves here. So these are protective sleeves. You can put your cards in them. If you don't play the game, then you can put the ones that you collect in here. That's perfectly fine. If you do play the game, this comes with a set of 65, and again, you need 60 for your deck, so you have 5 left over, just in case, you know, one breaks or gets something sticky on it or something, you know, then you have some spares. But they're nice, they have a cool matte finish, which I like. They introduced that fairly recently, so, you know, they're nice, like, they're cool. It's kind of hard to explain too much about them, but they have all the starters on them. They have the logo, like, it's classy. I do like that. Let's put the Sableye from earlier in here. Now I'm gonna be putting many of my good cards in just like other sleeves, so I have this set ready to go just in case I, you know, want to build a deck or something. You know, I always like to have sleeves ready to go for whatever deck I'm using. But this is how it looks inside of or with a card inside of it. And you would just leave your deck in there. So, lastly, before we get to the packs, there is the player's guide. So, if you're not familiar with the set, it's very different. And I haven't looked at any of the spoilers for it yet. So this, I'll see if it has them. That's the interesting thing. So, to be honest, this is a smaller set, like the proper set. There's only 25 cards in the main set. You can kind of see some of it here. It's a much smaller trainer's guide than, or player's guide than before. Okay, so it's called the Classic Card Subset, and it includes 25 classic cards that have been reprinted. So that's really cool, and they really do look so much like the original. It's wonderful. So none of these cards can be used in the standard format for tournament play. So yeah, as I kind of suspected, it does confirm that here, which is good. They don't have the regulation marker on it, but like here's just a sample. Hopefully you can see that all right. Like there's Charizard, there's Luxray GL. Let's see if it shows up here a little bit better. Like, it's so cool, because again, you know, I know a lot of these cards. I know all of these cards. Well, I never really got into playing when Tapu Lele was around. Like, I'll be honest, that was kind of when I just wasn't really playing as much. But yeah, so it's really cool. So this kind of tells you some new combos. It tells you some things here and there. There's a lot to it. I'm not going to bore you with too much of it, but I am going to show you the checklist here. So here's just like a little preview of the checklist. I know it's showing some of the cards. Don't worry, I won't show them all. But you can use this to check off things. And there are no commons, there are no uncommons, there are just rares, holo rares, and ultra rares. And then all the other stuff. Oh man, there's some cool cards in here. Oh wow. Oh, there's one in here. That's great. Oh man, I want to get these. Yeah, there is base set Charizard. I will confirm that much. Wow, there's a good selection in here. This is really neat. Like, I'm glad to see this because I didn't have a chance to see before. I'm not going to show you though. I'm not. You're going to have to find out yourself. I know. Or you can get one of those. Or you can probably look online. But anyway. Okay, I got to jump in really fast here because I didn't catch this while recording, but I checked it out afterwards and it's really funny. So this page inside of the player's guide here, it kind of talks about Mew and its mysterious tail ability and all that, and that's really cool. But if you read that last line, rumor has it that there might be a special version of this card hiding somewhere. And then this part, maybe you'll have the strength to seek it out. Oh my gosh, it's under the truck, isn't it? So here are the packs. And how I'm going to do this, I'm going to not bore you any longer if you've been waiting patiently, but I am going to save one of these packs for the very end, and then I'm going to open up the other 9 first. So let me just count just to make sure. This should be, yeah, there's 9 here, plus the one I put down there, 10. And then there are the 5 other packs here, just an assortment, which, let's see what we have. We have Darkness Ablaze, Chilling Rain, Battle Styles, and Vivid Voltage. I don't know for sure if that's what you'll get. It might be random, but it seems like it's always been Sword and Shield series, so you'll get something you can play at least, which is nice. Okay, so I'll open those after these 9 and then that final pack. So let's get right into it. So let's see. Oh man, there's some really cool cards in there. So I guess altogether there's 50 cards in the set from the looks of things. So finally a set that doesn't have like 200,000 cards in it with like 1 billion secret rares. And don't ask me how that math works. It just does. It's still gonna take a while to get all the cards, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I feel like you get enough of the main set without that much trouble, which is cool. Like, I like that. Like, you'll see what I mean if you haven't seen the other videos, like Dialga, and you know, they're all foil, which is great. I love that. Cosmom. Oh, yo, there's Luxray GL. Oh man, the menace. The Menace from the Platinum generation. Oh, I was just playing with a friend, actually. He's probably watching this video, to be honest, but he has some old Worlds decks that have a lot of like Luxray GLs, because they had I think they still, well, I mean, they haven't had World Championships lately, but they usually make World Championship kind of replica decks. Like, they have all the cards in a pre-built deck, but they have like a gray border, so you can't actually use them in tournaments, but they're great because they're all ready to go. So if you just want to play with some friends and stuff, you can do that. So we play every now and then when he's in town, and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, Luxray GL, it was that era, so I've seen a lot of that card. And you know, like, you look at it nowadays, it's like, why is that good? It does 60 damage for 2, and you do 30 to one of your Pokemon? And oh, okay, it has a, you know, Pokemon catcher like effect, or like a Lysander effect, or whatever the current thing is. I always think Lysander, but yeah. But back then, I mean, that was good. Oh, whoops, and you know what? I got so excited I didn't even show the base set Pikachu remake, the full art, quote unquote. It's just kind of neat. I don't think that's super rare or anything. I feel like I've seen that a lot. Oh, you know what? I didn't ever show this thing out of its plastic prison here. Let's go ahead and do that. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. You can see it all the same. I mean, I'll just leave it in there for right now. It's not really doing any damage in there. We must contain this thing. I'll put it in a sleeve later though. But I didn't totally forget. Just partially. Just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. Okay, so pack number 2. Oh, it's so cool to see Luxray GL, even though I didn't like it. I read that when I first pulled it, and I thought, man, this card's bad. I don't want it. I traded it away for so cheap. I was so sad. Oh, man. Oh, yo, now this is a super rare card, at least as far as the actual card goes. Umbreon Star. This thing is, like, really rare because it was only available in the Pop 5 series, and it was like apparently super rare. Might have one. But yeah, somewhere. Now I know I have one because I actually played a lot back in those days, and you know, that was back when it was like, I mean, it was kind of rare, but I feel like it was $20 back when I played, and now it's, geez, I don't even know how much. But yeah, it's really cool to see. And again, it's that same era as like the Greninja Star. Also, this Professor's Research, Professor Oak's really cool. I love how his hand is just kind of writing down there. That's really fun. Oh man, that Umbreon Star is really cool though. That's definitely one that I wanted to get because it's very iconic for being this really rare card, you know? Like, base set Charizard is iconic because, you know, it's iconic, but it actually wasn't that rare at the time. Like, it was, everyone wanted it even when I was playing, but, you know, the Umbreon just was really rare. Like, I don't know what they did with its rarity, but whatever. So, Ho-Oh, Xerneas, Kyogre, and a base set Pikachu. So, this would probably be an example of like a underwhelming pack. Not every pack has a classic collection card in it. So, I mean, again, you get 4 cool looking cards, but, you know, they're not all guaranteed to have a classic, which is fine. It's fine. It just makes those all the more rare, but they don't seem to be like outrageously rare. Like, oh man, the Shiny Vault still gives me nightmares. It's not as rare as Shiny Vault cards. And it should be easier to collect. Should be. Hopefully. But yeah, a lot of neat stuff in here for sure. So Galeo. And wait, what? What am I missing? Oh, I just breezed through it. Okay, my bad. Thought there were only 3 in there for a moment. Wait a second. All right, here we go. Continuing onwards. So we got Lugia, Cosmoem. Oh, here comes Team Rocket. Oh, there's an iconic card. Now it's really interesting because this used to be like extremely rare in Japan. And when it was released in English in the Rocket set, the Team Rocket set way back, it wasn't like super, super rare. There was a Dark Raichu that they fit in there. But it was like a normal rare and a holo. But in Japan, it was like, I think it had a white star in Japan, which was pretty cool. That made it a big to-do. So it is quite iconic to see it here, even if it's not so iconic as it is in, say, Japan, let's say. But it is still one of those cards that, like, show the anime, which, you know, not a lot of cards did that. I think that was the first to really do that. And then Flying Pikachu V, that's a nice card. I like it. So much like the original Flying Pikachu, except upgraded. Very cool. Okay, so what do we have in here? All these classic cards. Yeah, that Here Comes Team Rocket is really neat. There are some really weird, like, if you're not a player, like, if you didn't play the card game, there will be some cards that will make you go, what? Why was this good? Like, why is this in here? Doesn't make any sense. But, like, if you have played the card game from way back, oh, you'll know. You'll know. That's why I love this. Because, again, I played way back. Like, it really wasn't until I'd say Gen 6 or Gen 7 that I didn't really play as much. I still collected, but, you know, it just wasn't as much of a thing for me. But prior to that, you know, I kept up with it. It was fun. Palkia and, oh yeah, there we go. Flying Pikachu V Max. Really neat. 160 damage. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon. So that could be pretty cool if you get that out as free retreat. Does a lot of damage, and, you know, just your basic Pokemon V can't even hurt it after it starts attacking. Now, there are some ways to get around it, but it's still inconvenient. Inconvenient for sure. Okay, so we have Groudon, Lugia. Oh, Shining Magikarp. There's another really funny card. This is one of the first ones to have, like, a secret rare. Like, I think the Dark Raichu is still 83 out of 82, but this was in the Neo Discovery set, I want to say, and it was a shiny, which was really cool. And there was also shining Gyarados, and they were pretty darn rare too. Like, I'd say rarer than the Dark Raichu for sure. So that's a really cool card to see. Oh man, very iconic indeed. And then Solgaleo. Ah, shiny Magikarp. That's awesome. That is awesome. The King of Carp, Magikarp. Oh man, it's such a cool color though. Like, I love the shiny Magikarp. It's so gold. It's just really neat. Alright, so Reshiram, Yveltal, Lugia, and Zamazenta V. Alright, now I've gotten a few of these. They're not like super rare or anything. And again, that's one kind of refreshing thing about this. Like, you get so much of the main set that I haven't had much trouble there. So there's one pack left. We're gonna open that after I open up these quote-unquote filler packs. So we'll do Vivid Voltage here, just kind of see what's inside, see what's going on, and then we'll wrap it up with the final Celebrations pack, see what is in there. But yeah, it's kind of fun, you know, seeing the different stuff. But as you can see, it's a very different experience than, you know, most Elite Trainer boxes. But it is cool. And I don't really know if I could recommend it if, you know, you're new to the game. Like, it's not bad. It's not like it's going to be, you know, a bad experience or anything. It's just, I don't think it's the greatest place to start, if that makes sense. It's nice for collectors, but this set is kind of, it's to celebrate 25 years. And this is Battle Styles, by the way. It's to celebrate 25 years of Pokemon. And I really appreciate that. Like, looking at the guide, they've gone back to some really cool cards. Like, I'll say two. All right, like Neo Genesis Cleffa. Like, you have to ask, you weren't there. You weren't there, although that's so old that, man, a lot of you might not have even been born back then. That's crazy, but it was such a good card. And then there was, what was it? Claydol. Just seeing Claydol there is cool. Oh, that's great! Victini V! Lovely. I don't think I actually pulled that back from Battle Styles. That's great. I mean, maybe I did? I don't remember. It's been a while. But I seem to recall wanting it and not getting it. Oh, that's cool. It does 60 damage if the opponent is a Pokemon V. That's pretty good for one. Nice. Oh, that's awesome. Alright, time for some Chilling Rain. Let's see how this will refresh me. I want to be refreshed. Okay, so we got Lapras. Yeah, I don't know. I've just enjoyed it. I really did. I honestly hope you all will have a chance to get it. I know the cards have still been so hard to get nowadays. Hopefully... Oh, I love it. Headbang. Hopefully you'll have a chance. Like, again, I've been playing for such a long time, and I remember back when I was a kid, you know, it was so hard to get packs, like base set packs. I remember paying $7 for them at a local video game rental store, and these are also Darkness Ablaze. At a local video game rental store is the only place that had them, and my allowance is only like, I think $4 or $5, so it was so sad, but I was so excited whenever I had the chance to get it. And you know, then it got better, then it was fine. But these times, they come and they go, and hopefully... Man, I just pulled a foil of Combusken, like that exact same card, reverse foil and everything. Oh my gosh, look at that Greedent. But hopefully it will change and y'all will be able to get the cards again. I know it's driving me crazy too. But I'm also very grateful that my friends at Pokemon send me this so I can at least show you guys, you know, what's in the set. Like, I always look at it from that perspective. Like, you know, I don't go crazy trying to get all the cards and all that, but I do really enjoy these moments and these times we have together. I think they're a lot of fun. Meltan, it's kind of neat. And the way I look at it, I just like to show you the game. Like, I like to talk about the cards. I like to see the combos, like things like that. I like to admire the art. These are all things that I've enjoyed over the 25 years of Pokemon. I mean, I've personally been playing 23 years. Like, 23 years. I actually just celebrated that the other day. September 30th, 1998 was when I first played Pokemon Blue. And it was my parents' 20th anniversary. And I made them go down to a Best Buy to get it for me. I got Pokemon Blue, and it was great. It was everything I'd hoped for. Oh man, I loved it. So, you know, that was 23 years ago, which is crazy. I know I'm old. I know. I'm old. But that's fine, because I still enjoy the game, and it's still around, and so many people still enjoy it. All right, so final pack. We got Dialga, Cosmoem. Oh, birthday Pikachu. Might as well be like an anniversary Pikachu, right? Yeah, this is a very iconic card. An iconic promo card from back in the day. You know, I think they wanted you to write your name there and your birth date down there. It was really a cute promo, but it became very sought after, like very rare. So it's nice to see them bring that back. I did get one in a previous pack though, but it's a good one to get. And Professor's Research, I love it. So anyway, that is it for this Elite Trainer box. It's again $49.99. US is the MSRP. Hopefully you can get it for that, you know, it can be crazy, but that ends up being about $2.99 per Celebrations pack if you get it that way, just for that. But you also get all the other cool stuff that goes with it. So in my opinion, that's like one of the better things to get if you're just looking for those packs. But otherwise, there's a lot of other cool stuff for this special set. Because again, you don't just go out and get packs loose, at least not, you know, sealed in, I mean, I'm sure you can do it, but they'd be like third party. But you get products that have differing amounts of packs, and then it's all about like what else you get in it. Like maybe this Gigantamax Pikachu, not this plushy one, that one's mine, but that one, well, that one's also mine, but that you can get inside of like the Pikachu the figure collection. I don't remember what the name is. It's the premium figure collection. That's what it is. So yeah, that's really cool. I think that is actually available on the 22nd, but otherwise this is available now. Well, yeah, it should be now, October 8th. So I think by the time this is up, it's going to be out. So yeah, but it's really cool. All the stuff in it has been really neat. There's been definitely some things that really impressed me. Like I love that figure. I love the binder in the Dragon Bolt Prime. I know I just won't stop talking about it, but I feel like that's a really good deal. So there's some cool stuff in addition to the packs. So hopefully by taking a look at the videos and just kind of seeing like my thoughts and my impressions on it, hopefully it kind of gives you a little bit of insight for what you might want for the set or what you might want just for stuff too. And that's great. So again, best of luck to you if you're going for some of the cards. I know they're hard to find, but hopefully you'll get lucky. Hopefully they'll be available. I'm still hoping that cards just in general will be more available. But, even if not, hopefully I was at least able to kind of show some of the neat stuff in there just so you can get an idea of what's around for celebrations. But anyway, thank you again so much, my friends at Pokemon, for sending me all this stuff to check out. It was a lot of fun. Really made celebrating the 25 years of Pokemon a lot of fun. I actually still have on the P25 music shirt, which I know I had in the last 2 videos. I'm recording these all back to back. Don't freak out. And I know in my thumbnail I had the hoodie, but it got pretty hot, so I took it off and put this on instead. But yeah, I love that too. And I've just had a lot of fun celebrating 25 years. I've been there personally for 23 of them, as I mentioned, and I'll probably be here for another 20, who knows? But anyway, thank you so much to my friends at Pokemon for sending me some stuff to celebrate with. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know I've been sparse on videos lately. I've just been trying to find that inspiration. I don't want to just start something. I want my videos to have value, but I also know that Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are right around the corner. If I don't have anything up before then, at least you can look forward to that. At least I hope. Hopefully things will go just fine with that. But that is the current plan. I also have EV training videos kind of planned, or at least starting, because they're very popular over on my website, the guides I wrote for them. And I think having videos to go along with them would be really nice. That's the kind of stuff I want to do. And, I'm not quite there yet, but again, thank you for your patience while I get there. I don't want to just make mediocre stuff. I want to do stuff that I either have a lot of fun with, like these, or stuff that I feel is bringing a lot of value. And that's just important to me. So anyway, thank you for your patience. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Oh yeah, see you next time, everyone.